Hi guys, it's Jamie here, my indicator, the binary destroyer. Today is the 25th of February, it's a Sunday, and I want to talk about the auto destroyer, how it's been performing, how it works, and just generally giving you a bit of information on it. So we've been testing the auto destroyer for about 2 months now, and to be honest, it's been absolutely incredible. I have been testing it, well, Mike Vert's been testing it on a live account, and he's been doing really well with it. He withdraws profits once a week, I think. I'm currently testing it on a demo account. As soon as I've bought a new house, I will be putting some money in there. But right now it's just a bit busy at the minute with trying to have our new website doing, the auto destroyer. I'm going to be doing some webinars soon, so going around the UK and meeting students. So as soon as I got all that out of the way, I can actually focus, get some money together and put it in the auto destroyer. So right now I'm actually just trading manually with ctrader. So yeah, let's talk about the auto destroyer. So I just want to show you our my FX books on the results. So this is my FX book, the auto destroyer, and you can see since January the 25th, it's now the 25th of February, so for an entire month I've been running this, and I've done 40%, okay, which to be honest is pretty incredible, because I'm only using one pair with a £500 demo account, and that, to me, that's madness, that you could make that sort of gains off one currency pair. And you can see my drawdown is was the highest, was 18%. And now this is a good thing about running one currency pair, and this is the one thing we found with testing, because when we first tested the auto destroyer, we had this idea that we'd get as many pairs on testing and we'd make loads of money. But what we found was the less pairs the better, and I want to give you an example why. So I'm running on one currency pair, and what it will do is it will place a trade, it will take profit and then close the trade. So I actually have no trades open for longer than a day. So you can see here it says, I don't know if you can see, I have no open trades over the weekend. So what I do is at 10 o'clock every night I will turn it on, and I normally wake up the next morning already making my 1%. If I don't, I will leave it running for the day. So as soon as I make my 1% for the day, I'll turn it off until next day. And for me, that's an awesome money management, because I have no open trades all the time. So that any big news events, like NFP on a Friday, or any gaps in the market over the weekend, I'm not affected by it, because it literally just opens trades, closes trades, and that's it. Now, what we found was JAFX was our best broker to use it with. I've currently got a partnership with them at the minute, so I'll be releasing all that soon. But we have tested it on a number of brokers, and we found JAFX was the best. IC Markets is also good, and I believe FX Pig are also good. FX Pro, Traders Way didn't perform as best. Now, what we found was every broker, it produced profits, but it was the drawdown that concerned us, because what would happen is it would place too many trades. So let me give you an example. The auto destroyer uses a JAFX data feed. It was what it was designed for, so it's going to work its best on a JAFX broker. When you're using, let's say, FX Pro, they're using a different liquidity provider, which is a different data feed, so it's going to act a little bit different to that. It might still make profits, but it's going to work differently. Because what I found, for instance, someone was using FX Pro with one currency pair, and it was placing 10 times more trades than mine was, and I'm using JAFX, same currency pair, but he was opening more trades, and it was because of his data feed with FX Pro. So that's why we would always suggest to have it running on JAFX. But like I said, it's totally up to you. We are in the process of getting a big list together so you can see that. So yeah, that is my my FX book. I want to show you a couple of other testers in the group. Now this guy has been running it on 7 accounts, and you can see pretty much they're all green. I mean, JFX, he made 13% gain. FX Pig, he made a 37% gain. Again, another FX Pig on a medium count, he made a 35% gain. Another one is a 15% gain, 36% gain, 30 gain, and a 12 gain. Okay, but what concerns us really is the drawdown. We can see, has he got FX Pro on there? No, he hasn't. But I can see, if you look at his account, his best account at the minute is this one here. It has a 12% gain and an 8% drawdown. Wow, 18,386 pips. Let me just work out. I'm just going to work out quickly how many pips his account, his TAD has made. So 6,030, 18,787. 18,140, 6611, 18,386, 13, and 6,509. So he's made his TAD, his auto destroyer on 7 accounts has made 81,000 pips. I mean, who does 81,000 pips? That's incredible. So yeah, that's nuts thinking about it. So yeah, as you can see, we've currently got it testing on a number of brokers and a number of different risk settings. Now, as you can see, they've all made profits on every account. From medium to low risk, it's made profits. But what we want to be on top of and what we want to manage is the drawdown. Okay, the drawdown's not a problem, but ideally, you know, you'd want it, like for instance with me, running it on one currency pair where it opens trades, closes trades, has no trades open. That is ideally. So that is why we're testing it on different brokers to make sure we get the best results with the best brokers, really. There is and we would have a list of that together. So I want to show you my VPS. So this is where I have my my auto destroyer on the VPS, and you can actually see every single trade it's placed over that entire month. And you can see here, you know, you can see at the bottom here a nice £163 gain, which is, you know, it's incredible really thinking about it, considering I haven't actually done anything, and most of the time it's been off. Because what I'll do, if it hits 1% each day, I'll turn it off until the next day. I won't run the EA on Fridays because I don't like trading Fridays anyway, so there's no point having the auto destroyer on. So really I trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and it's made pretty much 160 quid in 4 weeks, and I haven't done anything really. So I just want to show you how the auto destroyer works. So the way it works is it looks for support and resistance areas in the market. So it will work off the 30-minute time frame, only the 30-minute time frame and nothing else. Okay, so don't try and run it on any other time frame because it's not going to work. So what we would do, okay, what TAD will do is it will find the support and resistance levels of a currency pair. Okay, and if you zoom in here, you can see the trades it's took and closed. Okay, so let me give you an example on here. So we can see a nice support line there. Yeah, you can see there's a valid support line, bounce, a bounce. So it's took a number of trades at this support line here. Now this what makes the auto destroyer smart is it will run an open stop loss, okay, and it will run an open take profit. So we can see at, where was my list, there's my line here. So what we can see, okay, that it would have took a cool trade at this bounce here, but what actually happened was the price broke that support area and actually started to drop. Now most EAs would have had a stop loss, and they would have actually been took out, and that would have been your trade over. You would have made a loss. But the way the auto destroyer works is it will keep placing a trade until it swings into your favor. But it won't just take a trade at every candle, because you can see here, you know, it didn't take a trade at that candle, that candle, that candle. It will wait until certain parameters meets up at those levels. So to give you an example, it placed a trade here, it placed another trade there, and eventually the price reversed down here where its final trade was took, and then it closed all of them in a profit. And so the auto destroyer will open and close trades in batches. So it won't just place one trade, it will place a number of batches. And what you can do with, let me just load it up here and you can see. So what you can do is you can adjust the lot size, okay, and the target accordingly, okay. Now the target is not a take profit, it's where the price will go to. So your target is 9, that means the EA will close when your trades hit £9 profit. So if I was to change that to, let's say 20, okay, that means the auto destroyer will close those trades in £20 profit, okay. So it's just to show you how it works. So obviously increasing the lot size is going to hit that £9 quicker. Do you understand what I mean? So if I was to set that at 1 lot size, it would hit that £9 target quicker, but I always set it at 0.2 because of my risk and settings. So what it will do, it will hit £9 profit, and then it will close all those trades, and it will close those trades in a profit. So you can see it closed some trades in a loss, but the overall profit, the overall result was a profit. So that's why it closed it. And we can see here, you know, it took some more trades here. They all closed in profit. And let me give you an example here, okay. So you can see again a nice support line here, resistance line here. So it took a load of trades from this resistance line. So it actually took a sell at this point here. But the trade again went against us. Now instead of getting stopped out, it took more trades again here, here, and again here and here. It waited until the overall result was £9, and then it closed it. So what you'll find is it will close some trades in a loss and some trades in a profit, but the overall result will be profit. And it's actually a very neat and good way of trading it. You can see here it closed both them trades. You see the nice support line and the resistance area at the top here. Price bounced straight off it, closed straight away in profit. And again here, you know, you can see how it closed it closed 2 trades in a loss and 1, 2, 3, 4 trades in a row. And that's called a batch of trades. So it closed a batch of trades in a profit, but obviously some are going to be a loss, but the overall result will be a profit. Now you obviously can adjust that accordingly to your account size. Now the answer is it does have a stop loss, okay. If you have, let's say, a massive uptrend like here, okay, is your account just going to keep going in the red and red and red until, you know, your account's gone? The answer is no, it does have a stop loss. We've only ever hit that stop loss, I think, 3 times in our tester's account, but one was because he ran it on a stupidly high risk with £100, I mean, and 4 currency pairs, so obviously it's not going to last very long. We always suggest a minimum £500 with a 0.01 lot, the lowest risk settings you can have. So yeah, it does have a stop loss, okay, but the auto destroyer will try and take profit first before it hits the stop loss, okay. It's not designed to make a loss, it's designed to make a profit, so it wants to make a profit. So that's why it will keep taking trades until the swing happens, and then it will close them all in a profit. You know, if the price keeps going up and up and up, then yes, it will kill the trades in a loss. But like I said, it's only ever happened 3 times in well, since we've done it, and it didn't kill the whole count. It just, we lost like 40% of the count. So, and funny enough, it carried on placing trades after that, and it made profit again. So it's a very good and neat system to use. So yeah, we will have you can see all the trades it's took, you know, throughout its time. I'll show you one more. Again, here's a nice example. So it would have took a sell trade here, okay, and you can see it closed it closed 3 trades actually in a loss, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it closed 7 trades in a loss, in a win. So that overall batch, okay, was 10 trades, but it closed 7 trades in a profit, 3 trades in a loss, but obviously the overall result was a profit, and it would have closed it at 9, target 9, which would have been £9, because you can see that is what my target is, 9, so it will close at £9. And the way I set it is I would target, let's say if I had £1,000 account, 1% of £1,000 is £10. So what I would do is I would set that to, let's say, 1 minute. I have accidentally, hold on. So yeah, what I would do is I would set my target to 10. So that means it would close the trade at 1% profit. And then that would be me done for the day. You know, if it can do 1% every day, I'd be happy. So yeah, we will have obviously a PDF on this, and we do recommend to run this on a VPS, okay, like I am now. We have tested it on laptops, computers, and for some reason it just didn't like them. I'd give you an example. I set this exact auto destroyer up on my sister's laptop, same currency pair, same account size, and for some reason it didn't work for my sister, didn't work at all. But for me, I've been making 1% every month, and that's because of the laptop. I think it's to do with the connection speed and processing speed. It's just best to have a VPS just designed for TAD. And to be honest, it's a good investment to have if you're trading anyway. And we had the same situation with a couple of guys in the testers group. They were using a computer and it didn't work for them. We put them on a VPS and magically it worked for them. So yeah, that's why we'd recommend a VPS. We do have a number of partnerships with some VPS providers that we can send you links to, which we recommend what we would use if we were using it. So I'll get a PDF for everybody to use, and the way it's going to work is you'll have a 3-week free trial, and then after that it will be a monthly fee, or you can buy it outright. But yeah, you can see it's been performing really well. We've got a couple of guys running on a high risk account and making extremely, you know, good profits. But again, you know, if it was me personally, I like to actually manage my auto destroy and turn it on and off accordingly. You know, if you have, let me give you an example. Simon Hook has a £50,000 a live account, and he's going to go live with it. I think he's going to use one currency pair, which is going to be gold. Well, one pair, which is going to be gold. And he's going to target 1% a day. Now, if you've got a £50,000 trading account targeting 1% a day, it is pretty much never going to blow that account. Okay, I can't guarantee it won't, but it's, you know, it's near impossible. Okay, because he's running it on such a low risk account. If it was me, run it on a low risk account and you'll be fine. It's only when you try and get greedy, then, you know, you're exposing yourself to much of a risk. So yeah, I just wanted to show that. You can see, you know, all the trades it's took, you know, since I've started. As for choosing the correct currency pairs, You want to choose currency pairs that don't correlate with one another. Okay, so there's no point trading USD, Euro USD, and USD Chef, because obviously USD Chef goes up and Euro USD goes down, so they work in opposites to one another. You don't want that. You want to trade currency pairs that just don't correlate with any pairs whatsoever. The reason being, if there's any news events that happens, it's not going to affect your whole account if anything happens. The reason why I chose Euro NZD is pretty much simple. Is look at it. Okay, it's always going up and down, and that's exactly where the auto destroyer loves. When the price goes down and up, it just loves it. What it doesn't like is big. Let me show you something quickly. What it doesn't like doing is look at Euro USD. Let me give you an example. So yeah, you can see Euro USD is on a big downtrend, and it doesn't like that, okay, because it wants to have a pullback. So that's why some of us lot are in a drawdown with this. But to be honest, you know, if you were on a low risk setting, you know, you'll be fine. And all this pair needs to do is just come back a little bit to this area, and we're laughing again, we're back in profit. So yeah, that's why when you're choosing currency pairs, choose currency pairs that, you know, are ranging like this. Okay, pairs that move a lot. You know, look at this big move up and big move down. TAD doesn't really like that. So yeah, we will have a list of currency pairs and basically a beginner's guide for everyone. So I just wanted to explain that. So yeah, if you have any questions, drop me an email, thebinarydestroyer@gmail.com. Thank you.